How's it going, guys, and welcome back to the Crypto Unveiled YouTube channel. In today's video we are going to be talking about the one and only Kaspa, or KAS for short. Let's first take a look at the markets, and then later on in the video we'll talk a little bit more about what actually is Kaspa, which I'm sure a lot of you guys already know. But then we'll also be talking about a few really good points about why I believe Kaspa is going to be doing so well into the future. So you can see the current price of Kaspa is actually currently sitting at just over 13 cents per Kaspa, with the 24-hour volume sitting at over $51 million, which is absolutely crazy considering how when I first started talking about Kaspa, it was way lower, less than half, probably less than a third of what it is right now. You can see the market cap absolutely huge, $3.34 billion, guys. Like, again, I started talking about Kaspa when it was around $400 to $500 million market cap, so it has just absolutely exploded over the last few months. Actually, maybe towards, I say few months, but it's probably looking towards maybe more towards a year now. This year has gone so ridiculously quick. Volume to market cap ratio 1.55%, which is, not bad at all. Even though this is lower than I would like it to be, of course, with it being a higher market cap, this, of course, is always normal to see a lower volume to market cap ratio. Total supply currently on, the circulating supply, is currently sitting at 24.93 billion, with the max supply sitting at 28.7. So again, there is a good amount of Kaspa already in circulation, so you're not going to experience too much coin dilution when more coins start to come into the market, which again is another great thing about Kaspa. Over the last day, down 2.77%. Over the last 7 days, down at 5%. Over the last month, Kaspa has actually had a little bit of a plummet. Down at 22%. You can see, if you look at the sort of, the bigger picture, you'd see that it's actually not as bad as it seems. But yeah, over the last month, Kaspa has actually dropped quite a little bit. But I mean, this of course is, I believe it was very much due because of the fact of how well Kaspa has been doing over the last year. It's just been consistently going up and up and up. And I mean, even if you look back at the charts, you can see every time it sort of hits like a spike upwards, it then, has a little bit of a depression. It goes back down a little bit. So I believe that this is what we're just seeing here once again. You can see, yeah, it did actually hit quite a high point here. Then it sort of started to slump back down again. So again, not worried about Kaspa's chart at all. I really do believe that Kaspa is going to bounce straight back up. And of course, 22% in the cryptocurrency space is pretty much very normal, which is absolutely crazy to say. But for a coin to be up and down, negative or plus 50% in a few months is, quite a normal thing in the cryptocurrency space. Of course, I'll quickly go over what actually Kaspa is all about. I'm sure 90% of the people already know about Kaspa, but for those people who don't actually know what Kaspa actually is, who are new around here, Kaspa on their official website, if you want to come check out for yourselves, kaspa.org, explain Kaspa very well. So you can see here, Kaspa is the fastest open source, decentralized, and fully scalable layer 1 in the world. So what Kaspa's main goal is, when they first started, I guess it still is right now, but they've got more up and coming new developments, which is going to be boosting the coin even more, which again I'll talk about a little bit more in a second here. But they are a fully, like it says here, fully scalable layer 1. They're saying they are the fastest. I believe they actually are the fastest. I don't know if they are the fastest anymore, but they claim to be the fastest at a certain point. And they are basically just here to be what Bitcoin was originally designed to be, which is of course a currency, an alternate currency to the traditional currencies of the world, the traditional fiat currencies. And so what Kaspa was basically here to do is basically do what Bitcoin was meant to do. However, we realized over the years Bitcoin, it actually isn't as feasible to be used as a currency as once thought out to be, because it's not actually as scalable as it claims to be, and also the fees start to go quite high when a lot of people are actually using the network, which of course is not going to be a good thing. If suddenly the whole world was to start to use Bitcoin, the fees would be incredibly high, and the whole network slows down. So it's not a very scalable cryptocurrency at all. Of course, it's a good coin to hold as an investment, but for actual use as a currency, I don't believe that Bitcoin is there. And this is basically why Kaspa was created, to basically be, well, they didn't actually say this, but in my opinion, in my own words, basically to be the next Bitcoin, basically be the modern day Bitcoin, the faster Bitcoin, the more scalable Bitcoin. And this is why so many people compare Kaspa to Bitcoin. They call Bitcoin gold and Kaspa silver. And a lot of people do believe that, Kaspa is here to stay, including myself, and actually will be used as a currency in the future, alternative to Bitcoin, because of how much unique technology Kaspa does actually have. And when I talk about unique technology, this is what I'm talking about. So they've got their own unique technology, which is actually called BlockDAG, and you can see here it's got a visualizer here of how BlockDAG actually works. So in normal, in the normal Bitcoin network, how it works is that the next block can only be, started to work on once the previous block has actually been completed. However, this is where Kaspa actually has completely changed the game, and if a block is slowed down for whatever reason or stuck, it can actually reroute to a different block, and you can actually have multiple different blocks being completed at the same time, which is, of course, extremely good for a network, for when a lot of people want to use a network. This just makes the network a lot more efficient and a lot faster, and of course a lot more scalable. This is just going to allow more and more people to use the network simultaneously. Another great thing about Kaspa, fair launch date, which I say in every single video. This is a big thing about Kaspa. Fair launch date, November 7th, no pre-mine and no allocated coins, so it's completely fair, and this is why so many people love Kaspa as well. There's not going to be huge amounts of Kaspa locked away in the developer's wallet, or all these people who got in super early. So the last part of the video, I just wanted to do a little bit of a summary about Kaspa. Talk about the good points about Kaspa and why I believe Kaspa is going to be doing so well in the future. Extremely promising at future, so many upcoming developments and projects. I've talked about this in the past, so I won't go into too much depth now. But yeah, Kaspa is constantly being updated, and having new updates come in. New technologies, new things which are just going to improve the Kaspa ecosystem and make it even more usable in the future. Like I said, they started off as a layer 1, and they are actually now developing a whole ecosystem of new features and all these new things which are going to only just be more and more features in the future, which is extremely good for Kaspa, because a lot of coins would see the current success they're doing and would leave it. They might just think, oh, we are fine as a layer 1, just as a normal cryptocurrency, and just leave it as that. But Kaspa know they need to keep adapting and updating to actually keep up with the curve. Completely unique technology sets them apart from other cryptos. I've just talked about their own unique technology, which is BlockDAG. Like I said, this is completely unique. No other cryptocurrency uses this, and this is actually how they're able to have such a scalable and fast network. And many people, including myself, bought into Kaspa solely on this unique technology, and of them being actually used as a crypto, as basically as a cryptocurrency, as a currency. So this unique technology really does set them apart from all the different other cryptocurrencies. Narrative of people comparing Kaspa to Bitcoin, extremely powerful. I put extremely powerful because I really do believe this really is a super important part about Kaspa. A lot of times when people are investing into coins, they look at the narrative of the coins. A lot of times, people look at solely narrative when they invest into meme coins. But when they're looking at more utility coins, of course, you need to look at the technology behind the Kaspa, which again is extremely good. Which is that's one point checked or ticked. But the other part is the narrative of what actually is the coin all about. What do people compare it to? What can you need to give the people a sort of hope, or another coin to compare it to, another successful coin to compare it to, and think, wow, so if this coin is going to do these numbers, such as Bitcoin, in the billions and billions and billions of dollars in the market cap, and people start comparing Kaspa to Bitcoin, they start to basically FOMO into Kaspa, and just on the hopes that it reaches a fraction of Bitcoin. And so far you can actually see that Kaspa has actually been doing that very successfully. Over $3.3 billion market cap already, and like I said, I'd say probably under a year ago it was only on around $500 million market cap, so it has exploded in price. And I really do believe that it's just going to keep growing and growing and growing. As more people start to learn about Kaspa, it's just going to go absolutely crazy. Last point here, I got the advantage of being before the bull market. So we have not actually, I don't believe that we actually have got Kaspa in a bull market yet. You can see here it's sort of released halfway through 2022, so this was actually sort of the end of the bull run. So Kaspa actually did get quite unlucky. Or I guess actually lucky for people who want to invest into Kaspa. We haven't actually had a proper bull cycle yet. I mean, you can see some people called this year a mini bull run. You know, there was a little bit of a pump in many of the altcoins and Bitcoin, but I do not believe that this year was a true bull run. And you know, majority of the year and right now, I believe that we are back in a bear market again. And you can see even in a bear market, Kaspa is consistently doing well. So you know, this is extremely promising. You know, for me personally, this is one of the main reasons why I'm so bullish on Kaspa is the technology, the narrative, and the biggest part is they haven't actually seen a proper bull run yet. I believe that, you know, the next bull run, Kaspa will be absolutely massive, way bigger than it currently is. Of course, we only have to, you know, only time will tell, and we will hopefully find out when the next bull run actually does come around. And I really do hope that Kaspa does do extremely well in the next bull run. So apart from that, guys, I'd like to thank you very much for watching the video. If you did enjoy, make sure you do hit that like button, and also make sure you do hit, if you do comment down below as well. You know, what you think about Kaspa. Are you going to invest? Are you already invested? And how long are you actually planning to hold on to Kaspa for as well? Apart from that, guys, thanks very much, and I'll see you guys on the very next video. Peace.